Why aren't my feelings leaving me though? I was the one who broke up, all because they couldn't be there for me when I needed them the most. Is it okay for me to feel this way? Love you, queen. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist. Next video, we're going to be talking about how to let go of attachment. Thank you, user ZEN04Q or Ella. You know your name, but that is a common question that I receive all the time. And I know a lot of people just maybe don't know how to let go of things because they have attachment issues, abandonment issues, or maybe they were just never taught on how to do that. So disclaimer, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Take what resonates, leave the rest, as well as make sure you're liking this video, comment down below, turn on your post notification, and subscribe, and get your pen and paper and prepare to take notes. This video is going to be a little bit more triggering. A lot of these videos are triggering because when it comes to healing, one, there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself, so always take what resonates and leave the rest. But most importantly, because there's no timeline to grieve, it could take days, weeks, years, and months. It just depends on how much time, energy, and effort you're willing to invest into yourself, as well as the emotional trauma. You have to realize that when you've been traumatized, when you go through abuse, when you've experienced poverty, when you experience lack, insecurities, doubts, anything that's considered to be low vibrational, and you're raising it and you're trying to ascend, it requires a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and most importantly, the toll and how it impacts you. It impacts you psychologically, emotionally, physically, financially, subconsciously, consciously, and etc. So the first thing you have to be aware of in order for you to let go of the attachment issues when you're letting go of a breakup, which I'll have that video here on the screen right now, or as well as in the description below, is once again to validate what you've experienced. When it comes to breaking up with connections and relationships and people, places, and things, you have to acknowledge that you have experienced it, whether it was negative or positive, or positive. And briefly, in the video that I just made yesterday talking about letting go of breakups, we impacted that, we went over that. Okay, let me know if you guys want me to make this into a playlist or you want to continue to see more videos like this. But you cannot let go of the attachment if you don't realize that you were attached, and that's just what it is. Like, stop trying to invalidate the experience, whether it was negative or positive, because it was valuable lessons that you had to learn, whether it was short-term or long-term, whether it was with an intimate partner, family, friends, coworkers, schools, or even yourself. You went through the things that you did for a reason. Now, of course, when you're going through things, it is hard to distinguish or see because you're so focused on your past, or you're currently in the present moment and you're not happy with yourself. But you have to know that depending on what it is that you want to do in this life, depending on who you want to be and what you want, you have to go through certain things to have the level of understanding, the level of awareness, and most importantly, to learn the valuable lessons. So that's the first thing when it comes to letting go of attachment. The second thing is realizing where you were attached. So the fact that you are aware that you were attached, we then need to realize, okay, where did these attachments stem from? Why do you feel so attached? So a lot of times people suffer with attachment issues because of abandonment. A lot of times people have attachment issues because of not having love, not having support, not being sure of themselves, not being confident, not shown love, not having family, not having friends, not having, just a lack thereof, or a sense of not knowing. So being naive sometimes, being ignorant, not having certain things, which causes you to automatically be in a stage of not knowing and not having awareness. So when you grow up in dysfunctional households, when you grow up in chaotic environments, when you don't have family and friends who support you, who don't believe in you, when people are bullying you, anything that's lowering your vibration and not allowing you to be you, you have to realize this is what you become accustomed to. This is what you see. And unfortunately, whether it's negative or positive for a lot of people, this is how you grow up to be. This is how you grow up to think you're supposed to live your life. Over here, you have to realize that when you decide to heal yourself, when you're letting go of attachment, you have to be willing to unlearn all of those things that are not contributing to who you are. Now, of course, how you were raised doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. But you have to realize, and this, you guys, when it comes to healing over here, we go to the root. This is a deep-rooted issue. It stems from generations. Like, a lot of people who grow up in poverty like to get upset with their parents. Your parents had parents. Their parents had parents. Like I said, this is a generational cycle. This is huge. Like, mental health is so much more than these YouTube videos and TikTok, okay? You have to realize that when you're breaking a generational cycle, so your family comes from poverty, your family is coming from abuse, you come from a one-parent household, you come from a toxic household. Like I said, when you didn't see certain things, you have to realize you are impacting and experiencing so much trauma that it's a process. This is not something that just happens overnight or in a day. So you have to realize that all of those things that were considered to be negative, the emotional abuse, the mental abuse, the neglect, the low self-esteem, the lack of confidence, You have to be willing to unpack. You have to be able to talk about the times where you felt insecure. You have to talk about the times you were being touched on. You have to talk about all of the trials and tribulations, so therefore we can understand, okay, how it makes you feel, but most importantly, what is the solution? You're not going to be able to let go of something if you don't understand why you experienced it, how it made you feel when you experienced it, what the actual experience was to you, and what you were able to learn from it. That's why it's so hard for people to let go of people, places, and things, because they don't realize that there was a reason, there's purpose when it comes to trials and tribulations. And I know you're probably tired of hearing it. You think it's cliche. It's the truth, boys and girls. I'm speaking from experience. There's a lot of videos. It's a lot that I can obviously talk about. And because it's the springtime before the summertime, I want us to be on that page and on the frequencies. Therefore, as the summer continues and this year continues and the time goes by, we're continuing to elevate our frequency and our vibrations. And that's what we do over here on this account and this channel. So never force the vibes. Know that when it comes to letting go, like, think about if you have to move. Think about if you lived somewhere for 20, 30, 40 years and it's time for you to move to a new environment. It can seem scary. Same thing when it comes to healing. Why? Because you're so used to being familiar with your community and the people, places, and things. Same thing when you try to learn a language. Same thing when you try to do something for the first time. It's unfamiliar, which means you don't know. You're not sure. You're not certain. You may not be confident. Like I said, you may lack certain resources and tools and guidance. You may feel alone. You may not be as strong. We have to work on those things before you're able to just completely let it go. And because I'm 28 and I've been having this business for the past 8 years, I do have the experience. And even just in life, it doesn't matter if you're a mental health specialist, a psychiatrist, a therapist. People are people at the end of the day, and everyone goes through things. It's just all about how we react and respond. And how we react and respond is going to let us learn to let go of these attachment issues. So because I don't want to make this video too much longer, I'm just going to recommend 3 things that you need to start doing today immediately in order for you to work on your attachment issues. Number 1, once again, I need you to know that your feelings are valid. Stop trying to validate your feelings. You're not going to be able to let go of a people, place, or thing if you don't accept the fact that you care. And there's nothing wrong with that. Number 2, make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that you're allowed to be yourself. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who understand you, who appreciate you. Everything and everybody's not for you. That's okay. Never force the vibes. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But stop surrounding yourself in communities and people, places, and things who don't get the time to know you, who judge you, who shame you, who make it seem like your problems are just too negative. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that you trauma dump, you tell everybody your business, and that everyone has the capacity to understand you. But you need to know that the right people are going to be for you. They're not going to shame you or make you feel embarrassed about what you feel or what you went through, okay? And lastly, when it comes to letting go of attachment, is to ask yourself, why do you feel so attached? What is the void that you're trying to fulfill? So if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're commenting down below. Turn on your post notification and subscribe. We're on our way to reach our goals so I can go live and answer you guys' questions. I get questions and comments all the time. Follow me on all social media platforms. All the information will be down in the description box below. Head to my website at TyGuidance.com if you're ready to book your service and appointment. And if not, DM me on Instagram and let me know what you guys want to talk about, as well as follow me, like I said, on social media. I will be going live today. It is April 15th, 2025, answering you guys' questions, comments, concerns, as well as on Instagram as well. But I love you guys. Letting go of an attachment takes time, energy, and effort, so don't rush yourself. Don't worry about people, places, and things, and just know it's a journey and it's a lot to unpack, okay? Love you, bye.